Hey everyone, it's Les from Comfortable Shoes Studio, and this is art making number 76. I'm going to do a little chat while I draw. I'm going to talk about creative flow and how it assists me in coping with stress and how to get back into it after I've left it for a little bit. So just as a quick introduction, I am working in my art journal. This is an inexpensive Mondo Llama sketchbook from Target. I have toned the pages with scraped acrylic ink, mixed media gel sticks, blended across the page in multiple colors, and also acrylic paint on bubble wrap pressed to the page. A couple of different sizes of bubble wrap, a couple of different colors of acrylic paint. I do a bunch of pages at a time to create sort of a cohesive feeling in the art journal. Also, I like drawing on these kind of random pages. In terms of what I'm drawing with, I'm using a really cheapo clicker ballpoint pen that I picked up at an info table during an arts festival here in my city. I'm using really scribbly, really rough cross-hatching, just really working quickly to capture this face. A lot of details in this face. Didn't show the image from Earth's World fast enough for you. I am also working from another image from Earth's World. If you haven't been there, go check out their Instagram. Great people, great faces to capture. They do an amazing job capturing light and dark. So anyway, I'm also going to end up using a paint marker to block out the background, really make the face pop. I will also end up using a permapig white marker to kind of blend and add in some gray tones, as well as a white correction pen to add in some highlights that are lost as I'm drawing. And because a lot of this page is not white, I'm going to add those whites in later. I do know that these tone pages do make it a little difficult to see the ballpoint pen on this paper. So anyway, that's a little intro here, and so the chat. I mentioned in a previous episode, and I've gone more in depth about it on my other channel. I've been having a really stressful couple of months here. Probably like a 2-month period has been pretty stressful. And one of the things that I have found is when stuff gets stressful and I get busy and it's taking up a lot of my personal time, one of the first things that slides is my art practice and my art journaling practice. I stopped drawing as much. I don't do the things that I know that help. And for me, I know that doing a regular drawing in the morning, a sketch like these faces, helps me cope with stress throughout the day. There's been a little bit of research through art therapy about why this does help. There's something about getting into flow state. A lot of reasons why sketching and getting into that artist mindset really helps someone cope with stress. The other side of things that I do that help me really cope with stress is regular exercise. So for me, it's either a walk in the morning before work, or it's riding my bike to work, or, before work to get in some exercise. Generally speaking, I walk before work. I do a couple of miles of walking. But the first thing that slides when I get stressed out, or I got something intense happening in my life, is those coping skills that really assist me in feeling better and coping with stress. I just all of a sudden can't find a reason to do them. My motivation goes down. My ability to time myself so that I can do these things before work really just goes away. And it's less about motivation and more, no, part of it is motivation. Part of it is in winter, I get tired. I don't like being cold. So they're like, I just am not able to schedule that time in this was a 30-minute drawing session, roughly thereabouts, 30 minutes of drawing. that I've sped up into about 9 minutes of video. So, finding 30 minutes of time when I'm already stressed out, I'm worried about stuff, and I know I've got to be somewhere is really hard for me to like say, okay, I'm going to set aside 30 minutes to work in my art journal, sketch something. It's just, it becomes really difficult to justify 30 minutes of time when I've got other things going on that really need my attention. And this is ridiculous. I know that's not a helpful mindset, frame of mind, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's not a useful frame of mind to say this thing that I know that helps me, this thing that I know that assists me in bettering my life. I can't find time for that. That is not a great frame of mind to have. Like, I know that doing this will make my day ultimately better. And I work with kids. I want to lead by example that, hey, if I'm stressed, I'm going to do this thing that I know helps me. But it's also the first thing that I leave behind. So moving forward, my plan of action, since I'm going to be solution focused in this video, I am going to reinstitute drawing I'm going to be using photos. Eventually I will go out and draw on location. I got a new sketchboard that I'm really itching to use. And it may end up, anyway, we'll have videos of all of that stuff. So my point being, what I really want to do is get back into that 30-minute sketch session per day. I have time to do it. But what I've been doing instead is just staring at YouTube, staring at my email. I've been doing all kinds of things other than the things that I know that help me. So yeah, going forward, I'm going to get back into my regular drawing sessions. Hopefully I will remember to turn on the camera and I'll be able to get some video out of it. But I know this helps me. I know this is going to relax me. I know that these things are going to make a difference in my day. It's going to make my day better. So why not do it? Why not? So I would encourage you to find the time to create, just like I am. I'm not going to make a challenge out of it. I have some thoughts about art challenges that I'll probably do in another video here soon. But yeah, so this portrait session, perhaps not my best work, but I'm not really concerned with it being my best work. I'm just concerned with it setting the tone for my day. Yeah, so it is setting the tone right for the day. I'm making some time to draw. I'm learning something about these materials. The Permapeg picks up the oil-based ink of the pen that I used, which adds some really nice gray tone. It also picks up the paint marker a little bit, getting a little more gray tone in there. This makes this image a little more painterly. I think it might be fun to go back in with some acrylic paints and go over the top of this, but I'm not sure you've noticed, but I don't really go back to these images. Sort of like I finish it and I move on. I might add some stuff on the left-hand page, and I tend to journal on that left-hand page, do some note-taking in the everything everywhere style. So yeah, so that's this image. I'm just capturing back the whites with a correction pen here. It's very stark, but you can also go back over the correction pen and it'll take paint and pen pretty well. All right, so thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Hope you found it helpful. If you found this helpful at all, share it with someone, like it, subscribe, all that crap YouTubers tell you to do. Please do it. And I appreciate you being here, and thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.